We've been wanting to do at the Meetup, so we want to keep up doing, so we want you guys to volunteer to do this in the future. We just want a quick 5-minute what is DevOps to get things started for anybody that's new. Curtis is going to rock it out, so I'll hand it over to you, man.
Thanks. All right, everybody. Now that you've gotten your very dense, hundreds of page book about what DevOps is, here's 15 slides in 5 minutes about what it is. I've been told, too, that my opinion a little bit of DevOps is sometimes a little wrong. And to those that say I'm wrong, well, you're wrong. Come here next time and you tell me why I'm wrong. So to me, what is DevOps? And some of what it's not. You know, we throw around that term quite a bit, and there's a mouse. So first thing, when you're like, what's DevOps? Well, clearly, you go to Urban Dictionary, you look up what's DevOps. And you see, it's, when developers and operations get together, drink beer, and color on whiteboards so avoid the ground of the war room. That sounds like DevOps to me. It's also kind of a buzzword that gets thrown around. You see it a lot. Like I said, DevOps engineers. Who here is a DevOps engineer or has been one in the past? When you were a DevOps engineer, were you the dumping ground of everything they didn't know what to do with, or did you actually do things that were DevOps related? It's usually the dumping ground is what I found. But let's kind of move on. So what should DevOps be? DevOps really should kind of look like a well-oiled machine. You have a process. People know what they're doing. Things go fine. You look up the actual definition of DevOps, and it's a term used to refer to a set of practices that emphasize the collaboration and communication of both software developers and information technology professionals while automating the process of software delivery and infrastructure changes. It aims at establishing a culture and environment where building, testing, and releasing software can happen rapidly, frequently, and more reliably. It's a long-winded answer that you copy directly from the first paragraph of Wikipedia. There's some other quotes in there that you can look around. But what does all that actually mean? It's a lot of words that really didn't say a whole lot, other than you're going to do things faster, more efficient, more agile, not waterfall-y, whatever you want to call it. So DevOps, does that mean cloud? I hear all the time, DevOps means we're going to the cloud. Once you get to the cloud, everything's DevOps ready. That's not really what DevOps means. You can do lots of DevOps things and still be on-prem. I've worked at places where it was on-prem and we're still following DevOps. Oh, well, DevOps that's using tools, such as Jira, Atlassian, things like that. That's DevOps, just using tools and Gitflow and things like that. Or, like we said earlier, being that sad DevOps engineer that's getting, hey, can you go spin up all these environments that we promised the business 2 weeks ago? Oh, by the way, we need them yesterday. And we need it running this version of CentOS 6 and running Solar 3. Go! I've been in that situation. It's not fun. But in all honesty, what really is DevOps? Well, honestly, the first thing what DevOps is, it's a lot of communication. It's a lot of talking with developers and operations, actually having to either remotely or face-to-face. I've done both, where I had to work with teams that were across the country, and I've also done it where it worked very well, where I was sitting in a pod with, there was a BA, there was QA, there was the developer, and I was kind of an operations guy. It worked very smoothly. We were sitting there communicating, we'd turn around, we'd have our what an actual scrum was supposed to look like, and get things done. Communication is a huge part of DevOps. And when you start communicating, you start hammering out processes and working on things to get testing. Testing is another big thing that people talk about with DevOps. You want to get your process down in a way that you can start breaking things. You want to start automating things. I'm not saying you want to go full Netflix, do Chaos Monkey, but it's nice to be able to say, what happens if I start pushing this and push it a little bit harder? And using kind of a DevOps mindset of getting things to a more automated process, you can start pushing things and pushing the limits, because if something falls over, well, we have a process to put it back in place. And hopefully you've got more than just production to play around in. Once again, it's about looking at a process that's already in place, and maybe you have processes in place and it works mostly, except there's this one thing that everybody hates. It's when they have to go to this one guy that doesn't want to automate or he doesn't know how, you kind of have to go work together with that person to make the process fit your needs or find out how you can fit around that. Usually it's you try to convince that person to work with you and not have to work around them. But DevOps is a lot of figuring out processes. Another thing too with DevOps is it's all about delivery. you want to make sure that the happy kitten you have in a package actually makes it to the customer. Doing all of this talking and all this process planning and all this testing, it's cool stuff. But at the end of the day, if you're not delivering a product, you're not going to have a job for very much longer. So make sure that the kitten stays alive and the kitten stays happy. Everybody loves cats. And then, of course, it's not a complete lie. At the end of the day, you go drinking. Because it was terrible for some times. And when things went well, you celebrate. When things go bad, you look like this. But in all honesty, DevOps is very simple. It's just a very simple plan, right, of like having the dev and ops work together. Developers start making a plan. Note that overlaps a little bit with ops because your developers should be talking with operations at the beginning of any project to go, hey guys, this is what we want to build. Do we have anything already in place to help with this? Or are we going to be building something new? Because nothing makes ops more frustrated than when developers come to the release point and realize, oh, you guys wanted to use what version of MySQL and you wanted to use what operating system? We don't support that. Go back to the drawing board. When devs are starting creating, they verify everything's right, you start packaging things up. Once again, you're communicating with ops at this point. Because ops is going to tell you how, this is how we like to deliver things, how are you going to package it to us? You should be communicating at this point. You go through a release cycle, devs are still there watching and making sure that, hey, things are looking right when they get out there. Then ops are doing configurations on servers, they're monitoring. When things start to break, they go back to devs and they start planning an action to fix. This cycle could be months, this cycle could be days. I've seen places where a cycle like this takes 2 weeks unless it's a hotfix, at which point it's done in 2 hours. DevOps is just all about process and communications. That's what it is. It's not a DevOps engineer. It's not, we need a DevOps guy. It's a process. You wouldn't hire a waterfall engineer. You wouldn't hire an agile engineer. And if you worked in any of those positions, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's, like I said, this was a real quick 5-minute thing. There wasn't much to it. If you want to reach out to me, thought I had this slide, but apparently I did not. Everything of mine, Twitter, Gmail, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever, just go find at cockerhamkc.com. Once again, if you think that my version of DevOps is wrong, sign up and talk about it next time. CJ was supposed to talk today. He had to work. I know he's a lot prettier than I am, so maybe he'll be back next time. So yeah, thank you.